Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live once again. This live, I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on board and see what's happening. Okay, so this live comes as a request from my good friend Rick, and I see he's joined already. Good morning, Rick, or good afternoon, wherever you might be. Let's see who else jumps in. So this live is upon request, of course, on spiritual growth. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brother. Good morning, Rick. This one is for you, my friend. It's morning here, so yes, I am having a cup of coffee instead of my normal tea. The weather is wonderful where I'm at right now. It's warm, so I'm good. I'm back to my short sleeves. It's all good. Okay. So today's topic is about spiritual growth, as I said, requested by Rick. And while spiritual growth is not a very simple topic, I'm going to give you the grand scheme of things and how spiritual growth really works. Okay, so spiritual growth is not actually something that we ever really reach. Okay. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it is it is an ongoing process. That's what I should say. It's an ongoing process that we reach a certain level, and all of a sudden we have other levels and other levels and other levels, and we keep growing and evolving, because this is how not just us as in our physical form, I mean, grow and evolve, but we also evolve on a spiritual on our spiritual self, and who we really are also grows and expands by this. So there's multiple ways of having spiritual growth. I also did a YouTube video because of Rick's request, actually. So one of the ways actually is from obviously reading books, okay, or following different teachers or masters. And again, I'm using the word teachers or masters because we are all teachers and masters in our own way. We all have something to share with others, and we all grow together, okay? And the word master, again, we never really are masters, because we always keep growing and we always keep evolving, and we all learn from one another. Thank you for the hearts. The more hearts you guys send out, the more people will jump on board, of course. And if you feel the urge to share this live, go right ahead and share it. And you can also, thank you for that, you can also hit the follow button here on TikTok and the notifications icon. And you can also follow me on YouTube and Instagram, because I do multiple things there. And a lot of times I share these lives on YouTube as well. So as I was saying, you can reach spiritual goals and evolve by actually reading books, following mentors, and all that kind of stuff. But my favorite way of actually reaching spiritual growth is by you going back even in times of your childhood. Okay, go as far back as you can. And what I want you to do when you are there is to actually see what the common denominator has been over your life course, okay? Because this is how you know if you are growing and evolving, which we are, of course, but I'm talking about specific topics now. So if you go back and you look back, you're going to see a common theme in your life, okay? So follow that theme. For example, I don't know, when you were a kid, maybe you were bullied, or you had people picking on you, or maybe you had people cutting you down or something like that. So instead of you feeling bad about that, because it's not your fault, of course, right? Instead of you feeling bad, try to find what the reason for that was and what the lesson was right? Once you learn the reason and the lesson, especially the lesson, then you can move on and you go to a next spiritual growth, as I call it. As an adult, for example, you might be attracting a certain certain kind of people. Let's say if you're in a relationship that might be, I don't know, abusive towards you, or they might just a certain type of people, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. It could be a positive thing as well. So look at that and see what that means to you. If you have learned your lesson, then that will not repeat itself. You're going to move on to something else. Without you even realizing it, automatically you will move on. This is part of your spiritual growth, because whatever is happening in your life at the current moment and moments prior to this have led you to this current moment. And once you resolve all this, then you start moving on and on and on. So the key is to see what the common denominator has been throughout your life in order for you to grow and evolve. And sometimes what happens is, if we haven't, actually not sometimes, all the time, if we haven't learned that so-called lesson that we were supposed to learn, it's just going to repeat itself in a different form, maybe with a different person, a different scenario, different situation, but the message will always be the same, okay, until you actually figure it out and you resolve it, and then you can move on. And that is what spiritual growth is, because you are guided, okay, to just keep going and evolving and growing, and this is part of the journey. So that's what it is in a nutshell. Let's see some of your comments here. Okay, Grand Rising. Can alcoholic men have a massive hallucinations? Absolutely, yes, you can have massive hallucinations. You grow me each day. That is awesome. Thank you for that, Oscar. But yes, we all grow each day. Okay. So now I'm going to add a little more onto the spiritual growth. Okay. So the spiritual growth as well is not just in a physical form. Okay. It is also in who you truly are. Your true being that I constantly call, we are a being of love and light, of vast proportions. I keep saying that. And what happens is, as you grow, as you evolve, okay, in your human form, okay, you also grow and you also evolve in your non-human form, in who you really are. Because who you really are always grows, always expands. There's no other way but to expand. That is why, even in your everyday life, you will notice that nothing stays the same. The reason why nothing stays the same is because we are constantly moving forward, if you can call it that, right? We're constantly growing, we're constantly expanding. And what I mean by growing and expanding, I mean in every way. Through knowledge, through emotions, through understanding who we are, through being a better person, okay? Through showing love to others. Believe it or not, love is probably the biggest lesson for us to learn while we are on this physical plane, because who we really are is love and light. And it is a very strong lesson to learn right here on this physical realm as well. And that is going to be probably the most important part of your spiritual growth. It is going to be about you learning how to love. And when I say love, I mean you need to connect with love, because this is who you really are. Another big one is compassion, of course, which goes hand in hand with love. But in reality, there's only two main ones. You have love and you have fear. Okay? So you're either on this side or the other side. You can't sit in the middle of the fence, that's for sure. All right. Let's get some more likes here so we can have some more people jumping on board while we are on live. And feel free to share it by all means. Okay, so thanks for your teachings. You're more than welcome. Okay, so we said here, wow, I was just going to ask you about telekinesis, and someone with that name came in. You got to be kidding me. I didn't even see. Somebody jumped in with the name telekinesis? That is awesome. Actually, I do have somebody that normally jumps in under that name. Thank you for that. Okay, so Odile, I guess. Yes. What can someone do to protect oneself? So, this is a big one. And I actually love this one because, see, this is part of spiritual growth. I'm going to bring it right back to the spiritual growth part because this is all part of it. We have been conditioned from very, very young children to believe that we need to be protected from something. The truth is that you need protection from nothing. Okay? And I mean nothing. There is nothing in this physical realm or any other realm. Of course, now we're talking about the human body, but there's nothing that can hurt you or harm you. I'm talking about who you really are. Okay? Because your body is not who you are. Your body is just a tool for you to experience life in this physical dimension. Having said this, while you can hurt your physical body, who you really are can never be hurt. So you don't need to protect yourself from nothing and no one. Okay? It's a big one, and I know it takes a lot of understanding to wrap your head around what I just said. Okay, so Bloom is asking, swaying motion sensation in meditation feels very real. Is that the astral body? Okay, so in a sense, yes, it is the astral body. You do feel, I know exactly what you're talking about. You do feel like you're swaying. You could be swaying from, forward and backward or side to side or something like that. Doesn't really matter how you sway. But yes, it is very, very real, and it is associated with the astral body. Absolutely. This is what we talk about when we go, for those of us that like to astral project, this is exactly what they try to do. There's other ways of doing that, of course, as well, but this is one technique. All right, let's see. So Rick is asking, have you ever thought of recording these conversations and put YouTube or Instagram? Yes, Rick. Actually, thank you for asking that. I have done this already. A lot of these recordings, what happens is, I'm not sure, I don't know if it's 30 days or 60 days on TikTok, they disappear, but I'm the only one that can see them, right? So yes, I do actually put them up on YouTube. Because I find that there's a lot of interaction there. People love to see these on YouTube. Kalispera Daskale. And Rick is asking, if I were to ask you, what are my gifts or enlightening, or how to? I need to see the continuation on that, Rick. So, I didn't get the last part, but if I were to ask you, what are my gifts or enlightening on how to? All right, so your gifts, Rick, are actually what you want them to be. Believe me on this one. Some people believe that we are born with a certain gift, and yes, while some people might have certain tendencies to be better than others in certain things, okay, we all have gifts. And you, my friend Rick, can have whatever gift you want. The secret to it is for you to focus on what you want, okay? Because when you focus on something, and when I mean focus, I don't mean you got to really, really, just strain yourself on it. This is not what I'm saying. I mean like gently focus on it, and then you just let it go, and you would be amazed at what kind of results that will bring you and what kind of gifts that will bring you, Rick. Thank you for asking. That is a wonderful, wonderful comment, actually. So, yes, our body is like a car, just a vessel, 1000%. And I can't read your name. Of course, it's a whole user number here. But yes, Donna, I believe. Donna MP? Yes. Yes, our body is like a car. It is just like a vessel. A lot of us feel that this is the case because we automatically know that this is the case. As a matter of fact, I knew this even when I was a kid, believe it or not. I don't know how. I was like maybe 5, 6 years old, and I automatically knew that this is not who I was. I don't know. It was a feeling that I had that my body was not me. I always thought that my body was something that I'm using, but it wasn't me. And it took me many, many years after that to figure this out. But yes, you are totally correct. And for those that do astral projection, like the comment earlier, you are going to find that this is the case as well, because those of us that do astral project or have out-of-body experiences or even near-death experiences, they all tell you the same thing. They all see their body laying below them or beneath them or far away from them. But yes, they do realize that they are not their body. I know what you mean, of course. Shell says, I love your videos. You're a great teacher. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the wonderful comment. That's a good one. How does music help in meditation? Actually, I even did a video on music, and music is one of those things, like I said, that raises your vibration and your frequency, okay? So music, when it plays at a certain frequency, it raises your vibration, okay? You are matching this music frequency. Okay, and what happens is you're either in line with it or you're not. You know, sometimes you might hear a song that you don't like or music that you don't like, right? That's because you are not in tune vibrationally wise with this music, right? But if you're in tune with it and you decided to meditate with it, by all means, go right ahead and do it, because the results are going to be even greater. Because now you are bringing this frequency and vibration and you are tuning in with it, and it will help you with your meditation. That's why a lot of times you hear in meditation groups, they do play some music in the background that is very calming. Oh, wow, thank you. You're most welcome. Kalispera Filemu. Hello, my friend. I see Greece is here. Where are you guys connecting from? I see a lot of people connecting from different countries here again. Everyone is having a great Sunday. Thank you, my friend. Yes, Donna. Yes, I saw it at the end, Donna. Thank you. Okay, so Rick is asking, only reason why I was asking was because I was told I have the gift of healing others, and just wanted to confirm if that was so. 1000%, Rick. I guarantee you that you have the gift of healing others. Okay? And it is one of the most remarkable gifts that you can have, Rick. Absolutely. Because I'm going to tell you something about me that's sometimes it's kind of, it shocks people. I might be walking down the street and I might see somebody, you know, sitting in the sidewalk or something, and he might be in pain. And randomly, I don't know why, just randomly, I will go up to them and I will just speak to them for a little bit, and I might even put my hand, not touch them, I might just put my hand above them, you know, 5 to 6 inches. But before I do that, I do ask for their permission, of course, and most of the time they do say yes, go right ahead. And I will kind of like scan them, if you may, okay? And then when I scan them and I feel that they have some kind of a blockage somewhere, I'm going to put my hand over that particular spot, and I'm going to keep it there maybe for like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know, maybe even less than that. Okay. And believe it or not, instantly, in most cases, these people feel much, much better. So Rick, yes, you do have that ability, believe me, especially if you are focusing on it, which I see that just by making this comment you are. So definitely. So all my OB were subconscious except one. Okay, so all my out-of-body experience were subconscious except one, when I willed myself twice in one night. That is awesome. Panilko, that is awesome. Yes. So this is what happens every night, actually. Every night we leave our bodies, believe it or not. Every night. We do not stay in our body. Why? Because who we really are doesn't need to be in the body. Even on a soul level, you don't need to be in your body. Your body is a tool. It sits there. It rests. It's like kind of having like a car, especially these days, the electric cars where you just plug them in the wall, right? It's like that. You get out of your car, it's running out of juice, you plug it in, and then you just let it recharge for the amount of time that it needs to be recharged, and you just go jump back in your car after it's charged. Your body is the same thing. Okay, your soul leaves every night. But having said this, we don't remember this, okay? But in your case, you were lucky enough to will yourself out of it, and the minute you are able to do that, the minute you are willing and you have the power to do that, what happens is you have a memory of what happened as well. And I guarantee you have some interesting stories, Panilico, to tell us, because I guarantee you remember exactly where you went and what you did. So I finally had my first sleep paralysis travel. It took me to a mall. That's awesome. And that's exactly what it feels like too. You feel like you are paralyzed because your body is actually sleeping. And this is exactly what you need to do. So the good thing, yes, it took you to a mall, but the good thing is at that particular moment, wherever you want to go, you can go just by merely feeling about it or thinking about it. You can go. So Bloom says, when I was little, I had a dream, I think, and it happened step by step in reality and short time later. Yes, it did, because again, like I said, we leave our bodies, and our dreams that we think that are actually dreams are not. We are actually living. We are going into different realms. That's what a dream is. Okay. Newfoundland is in the house. That is awesome. My first out-of-body experience was never the same again. For sure, my friend. Generally speaking, most of us, thank you for sharing that, most of us that do have out-of-body experiences are never the same again, because you quickly realize that what you have been told is not true. You quickly realize that you are far greater than your body. You quickly realize that you are not your body. England is in the house. UK is here. Awesome. Netherlands is here. Wow. Rachel Williams is here. Good day. Thank you, Rachel. Panilico, when I returned, my whole room was glowing. It was pitch dark. Absolutely. Like I've said before, Panilico, we are beings of love and light, so it is very, very normal for your room to be glowing when you return, because you are a being of light. Rachel, right or left hand? I'm not sure, but I'm going to pick left hand. I don't know, just because I love it. Good morning. Okay, a lot of people are here. You're awesome. Hello, my friend. So Rachel says, I haven't had that happen in a long time, like my body paralysis. Yeah, it is a tricky one, Rachel. In order to reach that state of paralysis, you must literally be able to sit there for quite a while and not twitch, not move. Because the minute you move, your body just is one of those things that just wakes up. What you want to do is you want to stay without moving in a particular spot, preferably laying in bed and looking at a particular spot, either on the ceiling or on the wall. Of course, this helps if the light is dim and not completely dark, because you want to be able to focus on that spot, okay? And if you focus on that spot and you don't move your body, I know a lot of people use techniques of like having a rope that you pull down or swinging back and forth or whatever, but that, those are all good techniques, but I'll give you another one. You see the dot that you are focusing on, and really what you need to do is just see yourself moving towards that dot. Literally, just see yourself from that dot's point of view. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're seeing your body from that dot. And next thing you know, you will actually be that dot. Not the dot, but you know what I mean. You're going to be at that position where the dot is, and you're going to be looking towards your body. And then from there, you can actually go anywhere you want just by visualizing it. Awesome. Thank you. Rick is asking, thank you. I'm praying to Archangel Raphael to enhance this gift, but thank you for this reassurance. No problem, Rick. Like I told you before, yes. And for those that don't know, Raphael is the angel of healing, actually. And you can pray to whomever you feel comfortable with, Rick. So go right ahead. And like I said before, you do have that gift, my friend. Okay, so you're awesome. I love listening to you. That's great. Thank you for that, Bloom. What about dreams? I know I'm dreaming and I can control my dreams. I usually fly. I love to fly. Okay, so when you are dreaming and you can control your dreams, this is what we call lucid dreaming. Okay, and lucid dreaming is something that a lot of us try to achieve, but very few of us can. At least we can at will, I should say, right? Because at some point or another, most likely all of us had a lucid dream, but to be able to have it at will is something remarkable. And the way you actually do this is by simply, just before you go to sleep, you put the intention out there. You would be surprised at how powerful your intention is. The minute you put your intention out there, even if it doesn't happen that night, it will happen at some point or another. You will be lucid dreaming. So Ma is here as well. Thank you for joining, Ma. Do you think emotions such as anger, sadness, jealousy can cause physical illness? 1000%. Yes, they can, Ma. No two ways about it. As a matter of fact, most of our physical illnesses, believe it or not, have roots to an emotional state. And why am I saying that? I'm saying that because when you are emotionally drained, when you have feelings of anger or sadness or distress or stuff like that, what is happening is you are connecting with an energy that is not in alignment with who you are. You notice what I'm saying? You're aligning with an energy, because there's no energy that is bad or good. It just is. Energy just is. It is our view of how we view this energy. Okay, so we are either in alignment with it or we're not in alignment with it. And our body, believe it or not, is always in alignment with high frequency energies. Okay, like that's why when you love something, when you love your body, it creates a healing towards your body. Okay, these emotions, as like anger and stuff, have a tendency of sticking around in our body like blockages. I don't know if you noticed earlier when I was saying I go up to people and I scan them to look for blockages. Well, a blockage is actually this. It is actually an emotion that has been stuck there. That's all a blockage is. It's nothing else. So when I scan it and I feel that there's a blockage there, which could be, anger, jealousy, or anything like that, it doesn't matter. It's all energy to begin with. What I basically do is just send it love. Okay, I send it love, I recognize that it's there, and next thing you know, it just goes. So yes, it plays a huge role in physical illness. All right, Canada's here, Vancouver. Hello, my friend. Blue is here. Panilico, many stories, haha, they kind of stopped after a period of time. Yeah, that's quite normal, actually. Some of them do. Northern Ireland, originally from Slovakia, but with Hungarian nationality. Awesome. I love the combination. What a beautiful combination. Panilko saying, I do occasionally get very profound dreams, sometimes very prophetic, but rarely these days. That's all good. Sometimes, they go away and sometimes they come back. Yeah, probably for me, no technique works. More spontaneously when energy peaked. Yeah, everybody's different. If that's what works for you, that's great. Thank you for the whipped cream, by the way. Whipped coffee, Bloom. So Panilico says, my first lucid dream was amazing. Again, spontaneous. That's awesome. Can I help heal my 12-year-old dog that has a pinched nerve in her neck and help her walk again? 1000%. Yes, you can. I have a video on how to heal your pet, actually. I suggest you go see it. But in a synopsis, what you basically want to do is exactly what I explained earlier. You want to put your hand on the spot where your dog is actually has the pinched nerve. Keep it about 5 to 6 inches away. And as you do this, remember all the good stuff, all the good memories that you had with your dog, all the loving memories. And this is key, okay? Don't think of your dog as being in pain. Don't think of your dog as like you want to help it. No, don't focus on any of that. What you want to focus while you have your hand over your dog is all the loving memories. And when you feel all the loving memories and you have connected with love, what you want to do is just project this love coming out of your hand or hands if you're using two of them and going into your pet. That's all you do. Just send it love. Nothing else is needed. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes and repeat it as often as you want, and your dog will be much, much better, I guarantee you. The Giants are back. Okay, Ireland, Canada. Are spirits with us? Yes, 1000%. Spirits are all around us, believe it or not. The reason we don't see them is because we haven't been trained to see them. I have a video on that as well. And Panilico added to that as well, send your pet healing intentions of love, which is a fantastic way. Again, earlier I mentioned about intentions, and when you intend something, it is very, very powerful, and this is definitely another way of healing your pet. Thank you for that. I can't remember my dreams the last couple of weeks and very restless sleeper. Okay, so it is actually very common not to remember your dreams. As a matter of fact, during the night we dream multiple times, okay, and for the majority of them we can't remember. We might be able to catch one dream or two dreams. Thank you for that again. But for the majority, we can't remember them. So the best way to remember them is to have a dream journal. Thank you for the roses. You can have a dream journal, which is basically just a book and a pen, or just a piece of paper and a pen right beside your bed. And during the night, if you happen to wake up from something, you just get up and you write it really, really fast. I know this can break your sleep. Another way to do it, if you don't want to get up and write stuff, is you can maybe have your phone or a recording, beside you, and you can just quickly hit the button and record what you had. That's actually my favorite way. And you just simply record it, you stop it, and you go back to sleep. And then you go in the morning and you play it back, your recordings, and see what you were saying. So just to make you smile, in your fasting and fruit diet, do you still indulge tzatziki? Yes, you did make me smile, my friend. No, actually, I don't indulge in tzatziki. And the reason for that is because there is yogurt in tzatziki. So when I go through my fast, I don't indulge in dairy products. But thank you for that. Yes, you did make me smile. And Windsor is here as well. Hello, my friend. I love it. Thank you. I will do this for my dog. Yes, please do so and let me know how it played out for you. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I enjoy your content. Do you have translations for dreams? Okay. This is another good one. I have explained it on numerous occasions, actually, about dreams. And this is what I'm going to say to you about that, okay? While having a dream interpreter or dream translation beside you in reading it as a general guide, I get it, I understand. I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to say that for the majority of us, this doesn't really help, and I will tell you why. Let's say you have a dream of a bicycle, okay? That bicycle to you means something different than what it would mean to me or somebody else, okay? So if you keep seeing a bicycle in your dream, for example, your inner being, higher being, a lot of people call it your subconscious, you can call it whatever you want, is trying to tell you something, because this is how your subconscious communicates with you, or your higher being. It communicates with you in picture form, in visualization form, or feeling form, okay? So that's why having a dream interpreter is not really accurate, because the bicycle to you might mean something different to me. So my interpretation would be not, it wouldn't be the same as what it would mean to you. So you got to figure out what those symbols mean to you. So Panilico says different levels of dream recall. Everyone is different depending on awareness. Thank you very much. You are totally correct, my friend. That is right. All right, let's see. Any other comments? Tzatziki Pitayiro, my friend. You're making me hungry. Stop it. Thank you. I will do that. Awesome. So Fotis, why some people that we are attracted to scare us so much? That is another great question. A lot of times when we see something and it's scary, it's not necessarily scary in a scary sense. It is just scary because we see what kind of potential we might have with this person. For example, you might meet your spouse, okay? And the first time you meet your spouse, you might feel like you got scared in a sense. And the reason for that is because you actually see that this kid has a potential of being very real. It has the potential of you falling in love with this person. And it has the potential of, I don't want to get hurt. Do you understand? So the I don't want to get hurt part is the part that scares you. All right. I find dreams are personal and their meaning will definitely vary from person to person. Thank you, Panilico. You just verified what I just said, actually. That is good. Thank you. Definitely agree on what you said on dreams. For sure. Okay, thank you for the weights. I have precognitive dreams. That's awesome, actually. So, how do you keep being exhausted from dream travel when you wake up? Actually, you shouldn't be exhausted in reality, because the reason why I'm saying that is because the real you never sleeps. So you shouldn't be exhausted when you travel. If you wake up exhausted, that has nothing to do with you traveling. It has something to do with your body not resting properly. Okay? So you got to figure out what makes your body exhausted, because who you really are can never tire. So any recommendation on recognizing direct communication with a transitional loved one? Yes. So the way you would recognize that you are communicating with somebody that has passed, and it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody passed. You can actually communicate with loved ones from the distance while they are still in this physical plane and reality, is first of all, you might even hear their voice, okay, the way they would speak. Second of all, you would feel the way you would feel their energy, okay, like you know how you felt when these people were around. And thirdly, you might even visually picture them. So when this happens, know that these messages are genuine and real. Not all three have to happen at once. One of those three works. So Panilico says, man fears the unknown, what is not in his perception and exercise experience. Yes, 1000%. I totally agree with you, my friend. So, hello, I saw in my dreams something give me injection in my arms, and my arms pan me so much. Okay, so something gave you an injection in your arm and it hurt you so much. Okay, so basically your dream was telling you that there's something going on in your arm. Okay, so I would focus on that spot where you woke up and your arm is hurting. Okay, nobody gave you any injection, I guarantee you that. It's just your higher self communicating to you to be aware of that spot in your arm. So I would be aware of it. One can now know that which he does not know. 1000%. Thank you for the purchase, by the way, the subscription. Thank you for subscribing. User, yeah, there's a whole bunch of numbers here, but thank you very, very much. So, for those of you that want to subscribe, please go right ahead. You can do so while I'm on this live. The reason for this is, of course, you know, you are going to know when I go live. That's number one. Number two, you're going to be getting props every time I go live and some shout outs here as well. And there's benefits to that, of course. Yes, he is. All right. Rick is asking, Za, I'm in love with a person and want her to feel my energy. How can I, recommendations, how to? Okay. So that is a very good question, Rick. I have even done a video on this, actually. Okay. What is the name of the video that I did? Try to remember because I've done so many videos. But anyway, it works like this. Okay, Rick? The way you would do this is you would simply, while you lay down, or even when you're awake, or even if the person is in front of you, I want you to picture this person, okay, in the most loving and caring way as possible. Okay, so this person has to be joyful. This is what you think in your mind. This person has to be not angry or anything like that. They have to be in a loving way. And when you find that you have made that connection and you see that this person is in a loving way, this all plays out in your mind, by the way. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on the person's so-called third eye. I don't even call it that, but the spot right between the eyebrows, right here, or just above it. Okay, and I want you to send a message. Okay, and you are going to see this message leaving your third eye and entering their third eye. Okay, but the message has to be short, sweet, and full of positivity. Okay, so in this case, you love this person and you want her to feel the energy. Okay, so you can simply, the message that you would send is, I love you. And you would see this, or you would feel this leaving your third eye and entering her third eye. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And if you feel that the connection is breaking, or if you feel that you are getting tired, stop, okay? And then redo it another time. This is more effective in the evening, just before you go to bed, or early in the morning, just before you wake up, because chances are that person is also in a state of mind that is very relaxed and calm at that time. Try it out. Let me know how it plays out. And if you need more guidance, let me know, Rick. Yes, he's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can one know their past lives? So this is another great question. There's multiple ways of you finding out your past lives, but my recommendation to you from me would be you don't have to. And the reason I am saying that is because a lot of times in our past lives, there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of negative emotions, there's a lot of stuff that are unresolved. And the reason why you don't remember is because it is meant for you not to remember, okay? Because if you had 1,000 past lives and you remembered every single one of them in this physical reality I'm talking about, okay? If you remembered all of them, you would go absolutely bonkers. You don't need that. That is extra baggage that you would carry around. And I strongly recommend anyone not to go look for their past lives. Okay? Unless you are totally in tune with yourself, in the here, in the now, in the present moment, and you are secure and nothing can bother you, then by all means go ahead. But in general, I wouldn't recommend it, because it is meant for you not to remember it. So why dig into it? So, Q is asking, is it normal when alone and happy in spiritual path to lose interest in physical attraction? Yes, it is. It is very, very normal. But then again, this is, most of the time it is just a temporary phase, okay? Because Once you get past this phase, you will quickly realize that everything, even in this physical reality, in this physical form, is there for us to enjoy. So while this could be temporary, I would not recommend that you break free from physical attraction, because everything is meant for us to enjoy and to have fun and to grow and evolve. But it is normal, yes. Have only traveled once. Okay. So I heard if you dream of a white room, it means it's a healing room. So walk in. I've heard this many times before, and I can tell you that if you do see a white room in your dream and you believe that it is a healing room, go right ahead and walk into it. You got nothing to fear, nothing to lose, and if anything, you're going to come out feeling rejuvenated and whole. Oh my God, thank you. Awesome, I love that. Okay. NWO, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but awesome. Oh my God, I'm really enjoying your room. Awesome, thank you. You guys are so wonderful. You are so amazing. You have so many positive comments here. Again, if you want, go right ahead and push the follow button on TikTok and the notifications icon. So every time I do upload a video, which is quite often actually, you do get notified. And of course, having said that, you can also go and follow me on YouTube and on Instagram. I do upload most of these videos as well that I do live on YouTube, and some other stuff as well. So please go right ahead. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe here while I am live. And of course, feel free to share this with your friends as I am live right now, and push more hearts, because we get a lot more commotion happening. That's good. Yes, indeed. I like that. So all previous lives are a culmination of this one. Awesome. Thank you, Panilico. All right. Can you be so depressed if you remember all of them? Yes, you can be depressed, actually. That's why I don't recommend that you remember them. Okay, I used to have visits in dream state with my grandma. Okay, that's awesome. Your grandma is trying to tell you something. And your grandma is also telling you that she is there with you and she has never left you. I agree, that's beautiful. So last night I dreamt that I gave someone a piece of my bacon. Awesome, so you got to figure out what that bacon means. Killing a snake in my dream. Again, depends on what the snake means to you and what killing it means to you. Rachel says, you're amazing, my friend. I love listening to you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for connecting. I really love you folks. Visions and meditation, do they mean anything? 1000% yes. They always mean something. Everything you visualize means something. Nothing is by fluke. Nothing is by accident. Okay, agrees with Rachel. All right. So, once we pass over, do we return to a younger age? When I see my dad in my mind, he's younger. Yes. That's a good one. Thank you. Again, user number. But yes, you do return to a younger age because, like I've said before, time is an illusion. Age is an illusion. We really don't exist in a linear time. Everything is happening in the now. That's why I even said past lives, present lives, future lives. Everything happens in the now. We are in this physical realm to experience time and space in linear time. So, absolutely. Absolutely, your dad is young when you see him. Absolutely. Can you read me, please? Came out. Okay, so it came out with a light bulb to turn off, but the light bulb didn't turn off all the time. All right, so you got to figure out what that really means to you. My ears really ring. What does that mean to you? That can mean anything. Source is trying to communicate with you. Thank you. I've been wondering this forever. So now you got your answer. yes, you do go to a younger time. You go to who you really are, actually. So, having said this, to go back to the spiritual growth that I mentioned at the beginning. So this whole process, your whole life, everything that you are going through is guiding you towards your spiritual growth, okay? And while, like I said before, you can reach this by reading different books, you can reach this by listening to different mentors, teachers, and whatever you want to call them. But at the same time, your biggest spiritual growth will be from going back and figuring out what the common denominator has been in your life. And once you cross that line, it will stop, right? And then you just keep on evolving from there. You find what keeps repeating itself, and once you resolve it, you keep going to the next one, because spiritual growth is a never-ending process. Okay, you always grow. Absolutely love you and your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. I love everything you do, and I wish you a peaceful day. I love your messages. Okay, how do I ask and get the answer? You can just ask and the answer will come to you, believe it or not. All right, so having said this, my friends, I am going to wrap this up. We are going to be going live again. Okay, so on that note, thank you, Rick, for actually recommending this beautiful topic about spiritual growth. Thank you, Rick. And if you have more questions about how to reach your loved one, okay, or how to connect with that loved one that you want, like I said, just follow this technique. And if you have any issues with it, you can always contact me and I will help you even more, Rick. But thank you for that. Okay, you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day. See you in a little later. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for the sub, by the way. So, love and light to you all. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of the day or Sunday. Some of you in other parts of the world, it might be already Monday. But love and light to you all. And no matter what you do, be the greatest you. I really, really love and enjoy interacting with every single one of you. Bye for now. And Rick, thank you again for this recommendation. Take care.